Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we assess McNew's Bourbon Celebrity Rating. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, J. Rowe, Kathy Cool, and Luke Otero.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey, everybody.
Hello. So this is the first ever Bourbon Celebrity Rating. It's going to be a new thing we're doing. We're going to assess individuals' bourbon celebrity status, giving them a rating of 0 to 100, or as I like to say, Eddie Bolton to Jimmy Russell. So that's our standard. So Eddie Bolton one time was wondering how high he ranked up on the bourbon celebrity list, and Becca, his sister, just starts yelling at him, "You rank nothing. You're 0. You have no celebrity status. No one knows who you are." So yes, and then Jimmy Russell is the gold standard. I mean, everyone knows Jimmy. He's been doing this forever. And most things we have to leave him out on because we know he'd win contests and things like that just because it's that special. You know, a career that's gone almost 70 years in the bourbon industry at this point. So that's a living icon. So McNew, if you could score 100, it means that you are the same as Jimmy Russell.
I don't see that happening.
I don't see it happening either. No,
that's happening for me. Okay.
That's okay. Yeah, I don't think you have to feel bad if you didn't score as high as Jimmy Russell, because that's just not going to happen. So, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes after the break. For right now, J. Rowe said there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that, J. Rowe?
Well, it's funny that you brought up celebrities. You know, I have just recently started going out again to bars. You know, I've got that kid. You know, I've got that job, and
kid and a job. Yeah.
I know that there's bowling leagues, there are dart leagues, there are pool leagues. You know what I just found out? There's a Golden Tee League. Like the fucking video game.
Really?
Golden Tee, the golf. Is that ridiculous?
Yes. Yeah. I think you should run from the guy who's in the Golden Tee League. Yeah.
No, it's the golf thing. Like, what the fuck? That's what, like, the bar. Like, I'm like, are you for real right now?
Spin the ball. Yeah.
So they're celebrities. They're people. So someone from St. Louis, 100%, is actually a United States champion.
Really? Wait, there's like a national league? This isn't just like in a bar.
No, it's a whole kit. It's like the PGA.
Really?
Does he have sponsorships? Like Adidas or Nike or...
I think
do they wear a glove when they roll the ball like a golfer would wear a glove?
Yeah, of course.
Well, what's the question, J. Rowe? To play. I think that's funny. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. It seems like ridiculous. It's a national thing. For real.
It's a national thing. So you're dating a guy who's a ranked golfer?
Back yourself up.
Wait, is he single, this guy?
Kathy made him want to date him.
Like, let me get back
He's
to
a
you.
celebrity in certain circles. Like, you should
He might have sponsorships.
Yeah.
What's I guess I'm lost. What's the question? J. Rowe, come back.
Where's the question in that, J. Rowe? Yeah.
Did anyone everyone know that there was a Golden Tea league?
Oh,
I mean,
no, I had no idea.
Not national. No, not national.
So it seems like one of those funny things like a dive bar would do to be like, hey, we have this league, and it's like
Right.
gimmicky and funny. I didn't know it was a national thing, but
I thought it was Golden Tea would be past its time at this point. Isn't
Yeah.
it a big thing like 10 years ago?
we live for nostalgia, Steve.
Oh,
Everyone's sad and
worldwide,
depressed. That's the
by
old
the
thing.
way.
Make us happy.
Worldwide. Not just
Okay.
national, but worldwide.
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 Worldwide. Oh, there you go.
The only thing I've seen, and this has nothing to do with golf, but there's been certain bars that, like Stephanie just said, on certain slow nights, they'll do like master trivia night, and
Mhm.
the geeks and the nerds of the world come out and
Right.
I have more respect for the geeks and nerds of trivia than I do for a Golden Tea player.
This is true.
100%.
This is, yeah.
100%. I'm not good at trivia, but I commend people that are. I love it. I actually like the thrill of it, even though I suck. But I commend that. That's a bar game. That's a normal thing. This is a fucking video game. Are you kidding me? Like,
Right.
you just, like, what?
Yeah.
But it's the whole thing. I've just found out. I'm
Oh.
perplexed.
all
There
right.
you go. There you go.
There you
Well, on that note, guess what, gang? It is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Kathy Cool this time. Kathy Cool, what do you got?
Since we are talking about celebrities, I'm just going to pull out my Jimmy Russell signed
Oh, wow.
bottle of Russell's Reserve.
Nice.
It still has a plastic on it, so this might take a second.
Mint condition. Okay.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Anything?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Could be good enough. We'll see. It was better than anything last time, so it could be enough this time.
Okay.
All right, McNew, you're next. What do you got?
I have some Bond and Lillard.
Nice.
Not much. Nothing.
Kathy's was better. I've got Restoration Rye from Castle and Key. Restoration Rye. Let's see what we got here. No, not enough. Kathy still has the lead. Luke, you're next.
Since the big announcement of last week of Wilderness Trail and Campari, I'm going with a single barrel from Wild Turkey, the Kentucky Spirit barrel pick from one of the liquor stores down here. So
Okay. Oh, that's enough to take the lead. That was good, Luke.
is everybody's ears okay?
All right, J-Ro, you got a tough one to beat there. What do you got?
So I have an Angels NB store pick from a store in St. Louis.
Okay. Oh, I'm going to have to throw that to Kathy. That's close. It's close.
That was crisp, but I think Luke's was louder.
She's got it. Yep.
Sorry.
When we throw it to a judge, we have to accept that. So there you go. Cheers to Luke.
Cheers.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. And then when we come back,
Oh, that's good.
now
Oh, that is good.
be evaluating McNeil. Is she nervous or not? I don't know. We'll see in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky. Well, go ahead, Danny. Is there something you need to say?
Just sitting there saying that plain and simple, if you're sending me to a text, you need to tell me you need to send it to me in a text. So
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we are assessing my bourbon celebrity rating.
Yes, we are. We're going to go around and be voting on this in a second, giving her a score. But in the meantime, it is now the opportunity of the judges, which is all of us other than McNew, to ask questions to help determine her celebrity status. Is there anything that we'd like to ask McNew?
I want to know how many people send you booze just out of the blue.
Oh, a lot.
Not really. Not very many, honestly.
Oh,
Maybe
so many.
maybe a handful per year. Not a lot.
A handful per year. Okay.
Yeah, not a lot.
Interesting.
My question would be, how many Instagram followers do you have?
Oh, I will check right now.
Okay.
It's
This is going to be up to the moment stats.
Very up to the moment as of this moment. I have 3,839.
Whoa.
Not a lot.
That's impressive. Impressive.
Yeah. Okay, well, I have to have a private account, so I feel like that hinders my growth.
That hinders your
I have
growth.
to keep it private.
So
So
you're saying it could be more, but you're exclusionary.
I'm not by choice. I'm not exclusionary by choice, just for reasons. But yeah, I feel like it could be more if I had a public account again. But it's okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
How many?
McNew.
Oh, sorry,
go ahead, Kathy.
Steve.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. How many bourbon celebrities like brand ambassadors and distillers know you by name?
Okay. Good question.
I don't know, because I live in this world where I'm very surprised when people know who I am. Like, I know who they are, but I'm surprised when they know me back. So I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. McNew, what has been your most accomplishment in the world of bourbon that you take the most pride in?
1,000 shows of the Bourbon Daily.
Oh, there you go. That's not a bad thing.
Just me and you, Steve. Nobody else can say that yet.
1,000 shows she has moderated on the Bourbon Daily. How about that? That's a lot. That's gonna get you some points, right? I would have to assume, because no one else besides you and I have been on 1,000 bourbon related podcasts.
No.
You and I. That's an exclusive club. It's a club of two. So,
It
yeah.
sounds like Steve is now campaigning for his own bourbon celebrity rating.
Oh no! I run too hot. I'd be yelling at people when they're voting if I didn't feel it was high enough. It'd be a whole thing. I'd lose friends. Yeah.
J-Ro has her hand up.
Okay, J-Ro, what do you got? What do you want to know?
I feel like I have to just throw this out there, celebrity style. Do you have a bourbon sex tape?
No, I do not.
What is a bourbon sex tape?
Like,
That's scaring me.
what
What are you doing to your bourbon?
Yeah, interesting.
Well, every celebrity has a sex tape. I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay.
I mean,
I think that
No, but she does have an infamous picture in a bikini. So
not really a bikini. But here's the thing: I wouldn't be mad if there was a sex tape and I like get launched to like Kim Kardashian status and I can quit my day job. I would not be mad about this, to be clear.
Okay. Yeah,
you
interesting.
have to make the sex tape, McNew.
Interesting.
You saying
Her
something
her
out
husband
there?
might not be pleased with that idea, I would guess. But,
There's a lottery winner idea right there.
yeah, there you go. There you go.
So
Yeah.
Stephanie, when we first met, you had Steve. Correct me if I'm wrong. She had maybe about 5 to 6 bottles.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And 3 of them were larceny.
Right.
I had a
Yeah, this is good. I like where you're going with this, Luke. So how many bottles now? Yeah.
Excluding Chris's Crown Royals
Right.
and
Fireballs.
and,
And his Fireball collection. Yeah.
What do you have now, Steph?
So I really don't keep a huge collection because I like to drink everything, but I would say it's like revolving door of like 50 to 100 at any given time.
Okay. That's quite a
I
few.
drink them. I like to do bottle
Yeah,
kills.
sure.
Quite a
I
few.
fill stuff off all the time. So
Okay.
it,
Okay.
it varies, but I
All right.
still have a huge collection by some people's standards.
Okay. If we were in the room with you, which we're not, we're podcasting over Zoom, but if we were in the room with you and we said, give us your phone, how many bourbon celebrities would we find in there? Who give us some ideas of some names that, throw out some names that you can reach out to at any time.
No, you don't name drop people.
You got a name drop. That's part of being a bourbon celebrity. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't really
you
like
don't have to name drop, Steph. You can
I
just
Ah.
you can just say
Celebrities name drop.
slide in some Instagram DMs. I don't really save phone numbers, so I don't know.
Did you just say you slid in some DMs?
Yeah, like I just talk to people on Instagram. I don't really like text people or save phone numbers, so I don't do that. I don't know.
So there's no bourbon celebrities in your phone.
I mean, Steve Akeley's in my phone.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
That's pretty good. Huh. Okay. No one else? Luke Otero?
I do have Luke's number. No, Luke's an email guy. I emailed Luke.
Yeah.
I can email Luke
Okay.
anytime.
Email Luke.
Yeah.
Okay. Denny Potter? Is he in there?
He is not. Is he in anybody's? He's such a private person. I feel like you get extra points.
I got
if you
him.
have Any
I
Potter.
know that. He's in my phone. Yeah. Well,
Yeah. See.
okay. What about Lisa Wicker?
No, but I feel like she would give me her number if I asked for it. We have
You
like
should.
a mutual liking of each other.
Oh,
So-
what about Adam Stumpf?
No, I don't have his number either.
Okay.
This is not looking good.
See, I told you I
Jim
don't-
Fosnott? Jim Fosnott?
I do have Jim's number.
He a bourbon celebrity?
His bourbon celebrity score is
He's our
1.2.
owner of the store.
1.2.
Be a bourbon celebrity.
Do you have J Rose?
Do you have J
I
Rose?
do have J-Rose number.
Yeah.
Okay, J Rose.
Yeah.
There you go. Now
Yeah.
you're talking. Okay. Who else? Who else might there be?
What about Miss Becca Sue?
Miss Becca
Of
Sue?
course I have her number.
Royce. What about Royce? He's a celebrity.
I have his too.
Lindy,
Who?
Okay.
Lynn,
Lynn. Do you have Lynn? Whoever Lynn is.
X, whatever.
Oh,
Dear
Letty
Lynn.
Eckstein. Letty Eckstein. Do you have him?
Oh, no, I don't have his number.
Oh.
Who's Lenny Eckstein? No, I'm
I hope he
kidding.
listens.
Okay. Okay. Does anyone have any?
Hey, shout out to you.
Does anyone have any further questions for McNew before we begin the voting?
What would you like your bourbon celebrity rating to be?
I don't know
That's a
because
good question.
I don't think that I'm a bourbon celebrity. I'm always like, I'm just a girl on a podcast. Like, I don't know. 25 to 50, I wouldn't be mad about. I don't feel like I'm going to be very high ranking. So I
Okay.
don't have a high expectation.
Okay. All right. Well, on that note, it is time to vote. What we're looking for from you, our judges, is an explanation of why you're going to be giving, the score that you're giving, and tell a little bit about McNew and why you're giving her the rating that you are. And then ultimately, we need your score. And again, scores range from Eddie Bolton to Jimmy Russell, or from 0 to 100. So that's what you're on. It's a 100-point scale. So on that note, let's go to Kathy Cool to vote first. Kathy?
Okay. So I feel like McNew is known to many bourbon fans because the show gets a lot of downloads, and she's a big part of why that gets a lot of downloads.
Mm-hmm.
So if she were out in in a store that was opening, a bourbon shop that was opening, and she had a name tag on, people were going to run up to her and say, "Oh my God, I love your podcast." Oh. So I'm not going to give her a 1.2.
Okay. She's going to outrank Jim then.
She's outranked Jim. I think she's going to be 31.
31. Okay. All right. Next up is going to be J-Ro. J-Ro, what do you think?
Oh, I'm going to go
67. 67. Okay.
Because that's and
all right. Well, thank you for the detailed explanation as to why. We appreciate that. That helps. All right, Luke, how about you? What are your thoughts on McNew?
I love Stephanie, and what she's grown into this bourbon industry and world, 1,000 podcasts, her own personal journey is probably mimicking many of the people who are in bourbon have started it. So, I think a lot of people look up to her. They have fun with her. They listen to her. She's unapologetic, and I really like that about her. I have a great amount of respect for her. She's loyal, and I'm very proud to give her a solid 90.
90.
Wow,
okay.
I feel like my vote was shit.
Yeah, it was. It really was.
Okay.
Can I change my vote?
As I heard this, but I think McNew has a much more important role than we give credit for. I feel like what makes bourbon great is bringing together fans and people and uniting them and educating them. And McNew is a key part of that. Over 1,000 shows, and on a show that gets 80,000 downloads a month, that's a big deal. There's a lot of bourbon fans that know who she is. I think she's a strong female in the industry. I think she's very knowledgeable. I feel like as I hear her talk versus many other people who might even be bigger profiles than her in the industry, at least people regard it in that way. I feel like McNew probably knows more than they do. She's in tune with what's happening in bourbon at any given time. That being said, I think there's opportunity for growth there as well. I feel like she's done a great job. She's risen from when I brought her on the first podcast from literally a 0 with Eddie Bolton to where she's at today, the score that I'm going to give her. And I think that's it's also on an upward trajectory. She hasn't leveled off or anything like that. I feel like if we could look at it, she's going up right now, and it's still continuing to do that. And I think that she plays a much bigger role in the world of bourbon than she gives herself credit for. So on that note, I give her a 77.
Wow, I am such a bitch. I had no idea how to do this.
Okay.
Kathy scored where I thought. I was like 25 to 50. I'm not mad, Kathy.
So here's how this works. We throw out the top score, which was a 90 by Luke. That leaves.
Thank you,
we throw out the bottom score, which is a 31 by Kathy, which was abysmal. And that means that leaves a 77 and a 67 divided by 2 is 72. So 72. McNew, your bourbon celebrity rating is 72. That's where you rank.
I'm so proud of you.
Bourbon celebrity.
Hi, thanks, guys.
I'm so proud of you. Said the person who gave you a 31. A 31.
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Fair, honestly. 31 makes sense. I was here for it.
Don't worry, I'll get my turn.
Yes, it's coming. It's coming. So.
It's coming.
All right.
You said, but you did give her. You clearly are her boss because you're like, there's room for progression.
Right.
I'm like, I can't do it right now.
Like, you don't need a boss feature right now. Like,
Well, I feel like that it's a lot of people know McNew, and I don't think she recognizes. I talk to a lot of people in the industry because I'm talking all the stuff for the barrel shop, and
Yeah.
a lot of them ask about McNew.
I'm always surprised when people like you say people ask about me, or somebody will be like, will know who I am if I run into them. I'm like, oh shit, people do know who I am. It just doesn't register with me for some reason.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's a weird thing that happens with us, and when we do what we do, because we can go to any place, we can go to Target to go shopping, or our favorite restaurant to eat, and no one knows who we are. We're not a celebrity, and by any means, we're not even on the celebrity radar list. But when it comes to bourbon celebrity, it's a little bit different because it's a small community, and you do know the people in there. And when you're talking about bourbon people, they do know who McNew is, and that's important. So there you go, 72.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yay, McNew.
All right. Yay, McNew. Yeah, there you go. So we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. J-Ro, we're starting with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at jro.bourbon.pro.
All right, Kathy.
I am on Instagram. I am KK Cask Strength.
All right, Luke.
You can find us at Instagram on Santa Fe Boutique Wines and Luke Otero on LinkedIn.
Okay. McNew.
I am on Instagram at McNew ABV. You will have to request to follow me, but I will probably approve it. So.
All right. For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out because everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Please come by and see us at the ABV Barrel Shop. We have McNew and Kathy at the shop tomorrow making gift baskets. How about that?
Yay!
Over 100 holiday gift baskets.
Come by and see me tomorrow.
Yeah, come by and see me.
Maybe she'll sign something for you.
She'll sign something. So, yeah.
You won't be able to read it, but I'll definitely sign it.
Yeah, her signature is
Maybe
surprisingly
I'll
awful.
pop in
So.
and then you get a little shout out that J-Ro's there.
There you go. J-Ro's good at that kind of stuff, too. She likes making gift baskets and crafting things.
You know, I'm
She's
super good at that shit.
She would be an asset at this thing for sure. So there you go. All right, McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right, great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the Hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, But if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.